I stay facts. When you at the top, when you reach the max.
It costs you nothing to hit that like button, family. Big Chap TV, where you know you gon' see that truth, that now this game so free. He give it uncut, and that's how it's gotta be. It's Big Chap TV.
What up, family? Cost you nothing to hit that like button, fam. Boosie, To The Raw. We all know what just happened with To The Raw, bro. It's a real situation. You know, them silencers and them switches, they giving you some time behind that for sure. The feds ain't paying. Now, not only that, it was multiple weapons, and one would think, why To The Raw riding around Atlanta with multiple weapons with silencers on them? What type of beef is you in, fam? But everything speak up to what I'm about to talk about, and the warning that the Most High give us through our parents or people. You know, you got to take, even if it's a so-called special kid or grown person, it can be a baby that don't know that much. I mean, God, man, use everybody, an old person, middle age. You just got to look at, and then the signs of the world when it come to diseases, when it come to cancers, fam, when it, you know, with breast cancers, with female, it's just a lot of different things that God used as signs for us to become better people and appreciate life. Now, with that being said, To The Raw, you know, he when you're young, it's kind of hard to hear the Most High talking to you because he talked through other people and he talked through your spirit. And when you're young, you think your feelings are just your feelings. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time it be the Spirit of God. Now, when it comes to Boosie in this situation, Boosie is really feeling it with his son because he finna have to sit down and do 2 years. And Boosie, fam, just spoke to The Raw a week ago. And in this phone call, he was telling To The Raw, he said, man, I miss you. To The Raw said, man, I'm good. I'm out hustling, man, trapping. I'm getting it, you know, on my own. Boosie like, what you doing? You doing features? You can do features at the house. You ain't got to be in the streets, dude. To The Raw, Boosie like, no, man, you just out there in them streets, man. He was like, I'll pay you just to come home. He was begging his son, fam, just a week ago before this happened. But To The Raw was saying that he was in the streets. You feel me? Hustling. Boosie left it alone. This happened. Boosie had went silent because he's in his feelings right now about his son. He know what this jail is, fam. He know you really got to stand up to the type of business that one been talking out here on these streets. So To The Raw really gonna have to stand up to that type of business that one been talking out here on these streets. Because see, this situation is a serious situation, and these young niggas just like me don't think until they see the situation is serious. When the judge hammered that time, To The Raw had it made. Your daddy even telling you, fam, you ain't got to do nothing. Just come to the crib, you straight. That's your blessing. How you gonna throw your blessing off? Like you don't even want your blessing. Your blessing is through your pops. A lot of times blessings be through other people, our family members. Not by our grind and whatever the case might be. Pops leave this earth, leaving you millions of dollars, fam. We got to start waking up to our purpose. And it's different from the next man. See, we all trying to be all these YGs. They trying to be walk in the footsteps of their pops, trying to be rappers, want to be in the streets, want to be in the street nigga shoes. But they don't know what it costs them to walk in them, fam. It's a heavy cost when you a real street nigga. What are we doing right now? I remember the time we seen celebrity kids to where they came up and you knew they were celebrity kids or preachers' kids, but now it's a difference. They the worst one. To The Raw have seen a lot, I must say, when it comes to Boosie. Coming up with Boosie. Boosie was a young nigga coming up in the game. So To The Raw seen a lot. We seen a lot of pics, video, DVDs with To The Raw in it. But just because you seen it, that don't mean you gotta live it. You know what I'm saying? Because your daddy did it. A lot of this coming from trying to be like his daddy. And you will never be Boosie. It's nothing you can do in life to where you will ever be your daddy or people will respect you on that level like that, family. That's just being real. We got to stop trying to be other people and recognize who God got. And it's hard to do that when you're young because you're living around a bunch of friends. You know, you're not by yourself. That's why before the blessing, when you get older, God puts you alone so you can figure out who you are and then put you out to the world. But when you're youth, he let you go out to the world and you just be thugging. You got all these friends, you never alone until you go to jail or something. Something real got to happen when you're real young. These just facts. I hated to see this situation. I hated to see Boosie going through what he going through. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Boosie should have, you can't knock your son because you got a 2-year sentence at the age you is for some scraps. But I understand Boosie, the way they need him, fam. People will try to they'll try to, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to these celebrities, rappers, it's a difference. I think the public, the hierarchy is looking at it like they just some movie type. You know what I'm saying? Movie stars can move around different than rappers or people in other business fields that's millionaires, you know, CEOs. They can move around. But it's a different with rappers. Rappers are targets. I don't know if Tootie Raw felt like a target or wanted to be a target. You know what I'm saying? Just wanting to be gangster. A lot of these situations, a lot of them want to be gangster. And if it is, that's sad because you done put yourself in a real situation. All the gangsters dead in jail where you headed, fam. You want to see them that bad? I'm talking about you got opportunity, little homie, to become something different than what your daddy went through. Why would you want to go through that heartache and pain? When you got the money and the resources to do something different, you got to think. People still going to respect you off your daddy name. It ain't too much you got to do in the game. So everything extra, you're going to get whipped by the Most High. Y'all have a blessed family. I must say that Boosie is trying, you know what I'm saying, as a father, as a whole, as a person, to become a better person. And that's what it's all about, taking baby steps. You know, none of us get there overnight. So I respect that about Boosie. Tootie Raw in the real situation right now, and Boosie is feeling this situation. He warned them, fam. Warned them to come home. But Tootie Raw wanted to stay in the streets of Atlanta and do what he did. And this what happened. They did what they did. You can't move around, man, just with them switches and them scraps in your car and just think it's all good. You running the music, smoking weed. They done pulled Tootie Raw over so many times. But he never got the warning. I hope he get it this time. But I will keep y'all updated on situations though. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.